Hello, and welcome back. It's a new day, new recording session, so we're back on the main menu because that's how that works. Every time you save in the campaign in Ace Combat games, it actually continues to the next mission when you're done saving, so it never actually goes back to a menu. But either way, went into the sound settings because I noticed it seemed a little bit hard to hear people, and this appears to be true. So I came in here and voice volume and every other volume was set to their default settings. I don't know why, and I don't know if it's going to save them this time, but the sound settings were reset, so I've obviously thusly modified those settings. Hopefully that will help a little bit with hearing the radio chatter during missions over all of the other bollocks that is generally going on, plus me. You're not going to be able to hear it over me because of how I had the sound stuff tweaked after I record, but it should help a bit and all of that jazz. But anyway, let's go ahead and get back in here.
Belka's second line of defense stretches across the Shane Plains in the central region of southern Belka. Centered on two anti-aircraft camps, this line blocks our refueling unit's air route and is already delaying our military plans. This operation will consist of attacks on enemy ground troops and engagements with enemy fighters. There will be 3 squadrons in total. You can decide which one to accompany. Alpha Team will be responsible for destroying enemy ground ordnance. Beta Team's job will be to eliminate air resistance and in destroying enemy ground ordnance. Theta Team will eliminate air resistance. We'll escort Allied transport craft after each mission is completed. That is all.
You might notice a pattern with the choices here. There seems to always be 1 ground mission, 1 mixed mission, and 1 air mission. I don't think that's ever going to change. We are going to be doing the Theta mission because I prefer air-to-air stuff in this game. Either way, here's us, as well as a bunch of F-20A buddies. We are going to be fighting miscellaneous bollocks of a variety of fashions. And it won't show us the rest of the map now because we've picked our thing and zoomed in, so alas, we don't get to see the rest of it. But either way, let's get in here. We probably don't have enough money to do much, but if I recall, I wanted a special weapon. I believe I wanted some XLAAs, so now we're poor again, but we have our aircraft fitted out for air-to-air combat. Do we have any new planes? I don't remember. Apart from me sneezing, if we did get a new plane, it doesn't look like there's anything interesting. We have the Su-37, but we had that for a while, I think. So that's nothing too fancy. Let's go ahead and get it started. We'll fit ourselves out with a XLAA equipped Gripen, and you can also have some XMAAs, as they're only medium range, but still. He probably gets more of them. I don't actually know how many he gets. He may just get an infinite quantity, I don't know. I have my doubts, but he might. You never know.
Hey Cypher, you hear me? Just look at the view.
Lovely view.
There's not much difference between those countries from up here. Belkan fighters approaching. Shoot them down and secure air superiority.
I'll bet you dinner that Cypher's gonna steal the show and end up as today's ace.
This is gonna be one hell of a fight.
It's the mighty Osean mercenaries. Let's watch how they fight.
I was expecting him to actually do this, if you're curious what I was doing. By the way, I'm surprised he actually did, considering it's an AI, and I was, kind of trying to predict how he'd maneuver, but that's pretty much how I actually wanted that engagement to go down. Now we get to deal with these guys. We've only got 8 XLAAs, which is technically 2 full salvos, if I'm not mistaken here. Ooh, there's some G's going on there, and I stalled my plane out, so I'm not paying attention to my speed.
Don't let them outshine us. I'll show them what the Osean
We don't need to worry about that. Unless they're talking about me outshining them, in which case that's probably already happened. Like, I've killed 2 and Pixie's killed 1. That's gonna miss. Yeah.
Bandits in gun range.
Is he, though?
Missed.
I mean, it doesn't really matter if he's in gun range. It's fairly unlikely I'll hit him. I would like to preserve ammo if possible. There we go. Again, it doesn't take much machine gun fire to take down a plane. Realistically or otherwise, these are fairly strong guns. He's out of range. Fairly powerful cannons on actual aircraft here. Oh, he's out. See you later, MiG. Oh, we got dudes behind us. Actually got quite a few dudes behind us. Also, if I actually target the right thing and pay attention to where I'm going, that would probably help my combat ability here. Gall 1 also engaging here. Oh. Where do these, oops. Wasn't paying attention. The heck do these planes keep coming from? My god, thank you. I am stalling on purpose, if you're curious. Got one on a tail. Where? Holy crap, way over there. Let's flatten out, there he is. I am going to attempt to help anyone who asks for help, basically. I'm also gonna tilt this way a bit. That dude had the worst missile lock I think I've ever seen. Either way, I want to try and save this guy even though he's so far away. Because it boosts our night standing, even though I'm pretty sure we're already maxed out. I do not know if this has any effect at all on mission capabilities or anything like that. And yes, you can fire 4 of these at 4 different targets. And they generally kill in 1 hit, however this one missed. Whoever's locked onto me needs to leave. You are not my target. I believe that, yeah, they're shooting freaking machine gun fire at me. Is that it? Yep. Yay! Free drinks. Pixie's doing some work in this mission. My gunfire's way out of range. Seriously though, Pixie doing really good work. Ooh. Oh, there was a dude right there. I found him. There's a lot of enemy planes around here. I feel like we're gonna be low on missiles and someone's shooting machine gun at me. Could be an ace around here, I don't know. There are a lot of aces that are not actually part of a group and thus don't have an introduction or anything like that. Something's not right, he says. Always a good sign. Especially in Ace Combat games, when someone says something's not right. Well, one of them is not tracking at all. Someone's on my tail. How did that miss?
We've got to keep pressing forward. I know we can win this.
That didn't miss.
Missile hit.
These planes are pretty good about getting at least one of them on my tail here. Problem with stalling is you lose your... Whoa! Ow. You lose your ability to turn very well, and apparently he's more maneuverable than I am, so whatever. We're just gonna bugger off somewhere and he's gonna lock a missile on me. I don't know where he's tracking me on radar. I don't even know what this is that I'm dogfighting.
Approaching gun range.
Whatever it is, they got some maneuverability going on here. Whoop. Pixie just tried to fire a shot. Come on.
Bandits in gun range.
It's an AU-8B. I don't even know what an AU-8B is, or an AV-8B, I'm not sure what it actually was.
Radar lock.
I like how well that actually worked. Looks like all of our allies are buggering off.
Fighters have been eliminated. Threat level reduced to 2.
We took some damage there, but whatever.
Team, cover our transport planes until they're able to land.
Where? Oh, that way. Will do, Captain.
There they are. It's the Allied transport planes. Thank you for securing your superiority. What was that? Something flashed again.
Well.
What the hell happened? AWACS, what's going on?
Hold on. Incoming emergency message from Operations HQ. Enemy launching long-range attacks. Current airspace is within range.
Now you tell us. Where should we fly?
Transmitting projected enemy targeting coordinates. All units evade attacks and withdraw from airspace.
Already on it.
Here comes an attack.
There's an ace in front of us. Most curious. Well, there was an ace in front of us.
Plane 4 just vanished. Allied planes are disappearing from radar.
Rip.
Plane 6 is gone too.
Whoa! Evacuate. I don't know the range on that, I'm just assuming the entire red circle takes damage.
Halo 10 is not responding.
Halo 10!
That wasn't a missile.
Stop firing your space lasers in front of me, please. Like, you can actually see the top of the laser at me. Best laser.
Establish altitude control. One of us could be next.
It's alright, Pixie. Woo! We got this, my friend. We got this. He's actually way behind me. I think his plane's a little slower than mine at max speed.
Estimated long-range attack coordinates via radar.
I'm checking it. I'm going way too fast to dodge these. As it turns out, the entire red circle is the damage area. Also, I'm going way too fast.
You're almost out of the operation airspace. Stay on course to the south.
Yep. Going way too fast, as it turns out. I was trying to speed that process up because it's actually a remarkably boring part of the mission, but that's what happens when you try to rush it. I'll go ahead and get back to that, which is basically the end of the mission, so I'll be back momentarily. Alright, we're almost done. If you're curious how these lasers actually work, that's what they do. They spawn a set distance in front of you and then draw a little symbol on the ground, basically. If you're going a fairly slow speed, you've got all the time in the world to actually dodge the laser, because you can see it spawns quite a bit ahead of you. But if you're going above about 800 or so, it spawns almost directly in front of you. If you're going above 1,000, it basically spawns inside of you, so you have to be a bit careful. I think it just draws basically an L shape on the ground, by the way. I haven't quite figured it out, but I think it's just drawing an L shape for no apparent reason.
Comm team, evacuate to the south immediately.
I'm working on it. They're still firing lasers down here, but you guys don't seem to care. Oh, they're done now. Okay. I guess they got tired.
You're out of the danger zone. Comm team, return to base.
Yay!
Looks like we live to see another day, Cypher.
Free missiles for everybody!
Welcome back.
That was a bad nightmare. We lost several of our members. Mercenaries like us are disposable to the guys in charge. But in the end, we survived.
Yay! Survival! That's all we ask for, just to live.
The mission objectives were achieved, but our forces were dealt a heavy blow by enemy laser ordnance. Our country must put an end to this war. If not, I fear the war will put an end to us.
Hooray! We must destroy our enemies so that our enemies do not destroy us. Also, we got another S rank. Yay! S ranks! I was about to say there were no ground targets, because I saw ground targets spared over there, but there's a 0, so never mind. Also, we only killed one AV-8B. It's definitely a V, by the way. Which I still don't know what that is. But, for some reason, by the time I got over to the dude calling for help, there was only one alive. I think the other one died somehow. I'm not sure how. But there was a flight of 2... I think it was MiGs. May have been 18Cs. I think it was MiGs, though. And then behind that is supposed to be the flight of those 2 AV-8Bs, I think. But there was only one back there, so I don't know what was going either way. We are a max knight. We can go no further knights. We now have the X-29A available for purchase, which I think is a special plane, but I could be mistaken. I actually don't know how to unlock the super planes, or whatever they're called in this game. It's like AXW-09 or some bollocks like that. I don't remember the names for the special planes, but we'll probably get them, maybe, eventually, possibly. Who knows? Either way, it's time to move on.